Still don't know if he was that much younger, though.
Okay.
Right. Very well.
Actually, we'll use this since this is his area. No, I'm not fighting this scrub again. Oh, fudge you, game. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can.
Dangerous foe. Stay on guard. Stay on guard and don't get cocky. This can't be happening.
This isn't looking good. We should retreat. Please excuse us.
Oh, we made it out. Thank gosh. I hate those guys. They're so tanky. Bomb sirens? Imbecile, that was numbered. Can we hitch a ride, please? Rather significant speed, dang. Joe, please excuse us. Do take care of those uses. Dang it, I wanted to ride. Could have used a ride. They won't catch it. Seems unlikely what could have been though. That's a very good question. What's capable of flying that's not an airship? Any flying device besides that one? Could it be a creature? It's a matter for the army. We should trust them to handle it. We're students visiting here for our studies. Granted, no obligation to do the provincial army's job for them, besides which we have our hands full with our own tasks. That is true, but it's not hard to mention this into our reports. Nobody, after all. Yeah. I don't know, my shoulder seems to have healed completely. I feel ready to rejoin the front line. You sure? I believe such a significant injury could heal so quickly. You have some kind of alien constitution? I'm pretty sure I don't. I think Emma's grandmother's medicine was really just effective. Yes, that must be it. Okay. Glad you're alright. Make it any place an active battle party. Well, of course I'm placing him back as leader. Oh, I'll put use as leader. There we go. Rean is only 14? Jeez. That was 16. Rean is the weakest. But he is at full health. He's a full body. So we got your boy Rean back.
Bring it on! My turn! Retreat! Let's keep moving!
We had a 60% chance to flee. I think we only took a hit from that. Just keep running. It is super hard that we have to go all the way back, but...
We're finally back. My feet are killing me.
Oh, y'all will be fine. Emma definitely used some sort of weird thing that she doesn't want to tell anyone about. She's definitely hiding something, I know that much. Just about sundown. I guess that means our field study activities are done for the day. Thinking for that, I'm exhausted. And I'm starving. Whatever that strange like object was, it doesn't seem to have become anywhere near the main thoroughfare, at least. Fortunately not. The city wouldn't be this calm if it had. Yeah, it's probably long gone by now. We should head back to the hotel before it gets dark. There's a lot to put on our daily reports today, after all. Indeed. We can figure out how best to summarize the day's events over dinner. There's our hotel. Yes, return to the hotel, my good sir. Is his brother already back? That's... Father! Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh? What? Oh no, the Lord is here. I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, Father. Though I'm here for a short time, I have returned to... Enough! Duke Alvarea. As I informed Rufus, you may do as you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Alvarea's name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my class? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you? Any of you will be contacted. So upright, jeez. Kind of a pleb. I don't know. What was that all about? See, that's not really. That was the almighty Duke Alvarea, was it? The head of the 4 great houses, the man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. This, by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. It's fate. I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms and find something to eat? That sounds good. I'm starving. Despite reading that, they returned to their room for a much-needed shower. Then, after a short rest, they headed to restaurants and plaza for dinner. Oh, so they're gonna talk over dinner. Ah, reading outside.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
Finally, back to more talking dialogue again.
The food was delicious, too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm, too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
Getting their butts kicked because they don't have your boy Rean. Well, they're probably fine.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Arc. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Celtic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well...
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
Yep.
We are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well...
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the provincial army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
Oh no. Oh, it's him. Oh, we actually get to hear his voice.
It's you.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Ha ha! it's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
Yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
This guy's a nut job. Straight up. Even a hair flick. Again.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
This guy's a nut job, I swear.
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end, be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
There's nothing splendor about failure at all. Might take his bow, and he bids you adieu, and
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated, almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble, like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
speed up time. Oh, I went to sleep. Okay, I think that's Emma. It's her. He just can't sleep. He can't sleep.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I completely agree. His dad sounds awesome.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Sounds like Eustace is a little jelly.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
Oh, the truth comes out.
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences, but you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all.
I wonder, Marcus is probably taking this whole thing and be like, dang, he's actually born to a commoner. Maybe we aren't so different at all.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision.
True. Very true.
And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first.
Hey, at least Eustace and Rean are getting along. That's good. They're opening up to each other.
Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you.
I mean, it stopped him and Marcus from arguing, so it was the best thing that could happen.
If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance, after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now?
Well, he laughed.
I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
Nah, it'd be fine. They'll live.
I agree. It wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Well, that was kind of nice, actually. Oh, he heard the whole thing. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he heard the whole thing. I knew he had to have heard the whole thing. Yes! That's what I wanted to happen. That was a little, like, loading symbol.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Hey, B4, let's go.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Oh, seriously? I wasn't gonna do the bath salts. I get... Oh, so I would have had to grab that and run all the way back to do that one? Eh. Wasn't a required one.
Keep up the good work.
Could have been worse, but Nah. It's save time. Sunday, day 2. Let's get our request and we'll stop. Still can't believe Machias read that whole thing. Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. A2. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you'll excuse me then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, let's see what my brother's given for us today. Yep, kind of anxious. Should only be 2, because last time it was only 2. Yep. Northern Cruising Highway Monster? Bite of nostalgia. Because someone's helping gathering a number of ingredients, I need to make particularly a nostalgic dish for some kind of here at the restaurant. Okay. And this is the Aegis Monster roams at Northern Cruising Highway. The bad news is for our hotel, so may I ask for some care of it? Monster Venus Man Trap location: the stone bridge leading towards Seldeck on the Northern Cruising Highway. GM, so Richie Lou. That's not bad. Another well-balanced assortment. No, wouldn't be surprised if Rufus had predicted that happened from yesterday from the very start. You're saying he intended to give us the first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners? That's sure I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure, it does seem that way. I believe that's enough to talk about my brother. We only have a day left before we must depart. Return Trista. We should set out as
Eustace Alberea.
Oh boy. Is he gonna make up with him?
What is it, Machias Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures.
Failures?
Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing!
Yep, he did everything.
I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Rean and...
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
You seem on high spirits at least. Oh boy.
Lord Eustace.
Lord Eustace, sir.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course. However, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion.
Oh boy, this doesn't sound good.
So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Just Eustace?
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Excellency may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
It is Arnold, just spelled slightly differently.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
Everyone's looking at him. He seems a bit nice to
What?
Eustace, though.
What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Just stop that! Just stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe!
Hapless babe.
Rean, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again.
Oh, he's flustered.
But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping
class.
in class is an affront to our education.
If he's so flustered.
You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Seriously, we need to do it. Like hecka now. Temporarily left the party. Okay, let's change the order real quick. Okay, let's go to the tactics. Rean here. Why is Fee so far back? Fee should be on the front lines too. Alright, we'll... No. Earth, Marcus, and me with Fee. Well, Rean has the most HP with 2000. He's only level 14. Rean is a tank, man. Alright, well, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Subscribe the video if you're new. And squish the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.